Hey, it's Pharma. This is my first impressions for From Space. So first, take a look at the settings. I don't think there's anything really special here. The only things I changed initially were VSync and lowered my FPS. I did realize that when I was playing my first time through, like getting familiar with the game before I made this video, that it did have everything by default set to medium, so I went ahead and upped it all because I feel like this type of game should not have issues, so we'll see if we run into any issues there, so we can lower it, see where we hit target FPS on that. But the settings menu is pretty full and functioning, so no real issues there. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just play this one. Just playing around for a bit. My opinions off the bat are basically, let me see. The game, I think it looks very cool. It looks very cute. It's a very fun art style. It feels relatively well polished. As far as, like, I don't seem to really have any issues with buttons not doing what buttons are supposed to do. I haven't really encountered anything weird. The enemies are pretty cute. Let me see, how do I do that? The game as a whole, though, it's been very simplistic, and actually, I'm gonna check now, because I don't think that I saw... Yeah, there's not like a set difficulty level that I can see anywhere, and I may have just missed this, but for now, I haven't seen that. And the game is really easy, to the point that earlier, and this is me fucking up and not realizing I had to revive my people. But I was just, at least single player, I was just like walking into places, letting them take care of everything, just to see, oops, what would happen. And I actually just didn't have to play the game, and I think that is a weird choice to have, is having the AIs do enough damage to things that you just don't actually have to play the game. How do I melee? Melee with right click. Haven't had a chance to play it multiplayer, but I imagine, just like any game, when you play multiplayer, it's gonna be fun to pal around with your friends. I don't know why I said that. I've never said that before, but I was like, let's try to say something fun. Yeah, I think, like, the fact that I feel very little to talk to after kind of announcing, I like the overall art style. I think the game looks and functions fine. There's no, like, noticeable frame rate issues after upping the settings. Oh. It's just kind of a boring game. And that sucks. Because, like, I really like I like the pinks and the greens. I think the cute alien design is cute. The music's okay. Like, it has everything that it needs to be a fun game. But there's just the mechanics themselves. There's not like a lot of depth to them. There's not a lot of fun to them. It's not like fast and snappy either in a way that makes it feel like you're doing anything exciting or really cool. Just kind of walking around. Like, I think of some other games in this genre where it's just that like isometric like horde shooter or whatever. I can't remember what the actual name of the genre is, but there are things that you can do. I remember, I think, like, at least in my mind, like a staple of what I have played historically is, like, I think it's alien shooter. Oh. And I recall in that game, like, you're able to put turrets up, things like that, that add more I don't know, it feels like there's more impact in the game. So far, it's just been walking around, pressing left click, walking back, and then walking forward. I'm not sure. Oh, it's a chest for. Because yeah, I picked this class because it said it was a defensive class, but I don't know what this class does that's defensive. I haven't really noticed anything lately. Overall, game's just unfortunately a bit of a disappointment. I don't really have much else to say. Like, the game is just kind of boring. Okay, so I don't know how to get in there. Oh, I see. A little quest marker. Yeah, I mean, so I think I want to have more to say, but I just don't. So I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. It's unfortunate that the game's just not as... The gameplay doesn't match everything else that you see. It's a very polished game, but there's just no depth, no real mechanical fun to it. Thanks, I'll talk to you later.